entirely coerced. eyes profound and enticing draw me in. Erotic heat completely consumes me.
Oh, here we go.
I need to give in.
I didn't get the timing on this quite right. Normally we get that music down nice and low. Guys, let me know if that is still too loud. We have a special guest in the building today. Oliver, how's it going?
How's it going? Oh my god, it feels so weird to be here again.
It is weird to be here again. Yeah, we gotta start the show the way we always do. Welcome, Skip Yellow, Smooches, Oliver Jones Music, obviously. You guys have all heard of Oliver Jones Music, right?
Not again. It never ends.
Yeah, it will never end. I've made that a thing every single place I've gone. I've made it a thing at my job. I've made it a thing in like World of Warcraft servers. We made it a thing in Callum's community. That was probably the most legendary accomplishment.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Earth2CA, I see you here as well. And I want to congratulate you on a year and a half. That's amazing. I know people who have struggled. I struggle with, maybe an eating problem myself, right? I have people in my family who've been sober, going on a couple years now. Knock on wood, they keep that strength. So proud of you. Keep it going. Good work. Parsival, thank you, guys. Massive shout out to Parsival for telling me that the video was up. Check out my music on SoundCloud. First time I've been on here in years. For you, hey, don't go telling people that. I still don't think we're that. Oliver, what do you think, man? If people start walking around saying they're here because of us, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like we can, we don't want to take credit for anything, but if you're there because of us, then that's great.
Happy to have you here, Earth2CA. Hey, the good, the bad, the side to side. I'm happy to be here today, and that's why we're here. Oliver, did you see the pre-alpha video yet?
I absolutely did. I did.
I checked it out. I didn't go through it as much. So here's as far as I made it, right? I made it far enough into the video to go, oh yeah. Oh, we're streaming, buddy. Oh, we're streaming, all right.
For sure. Yeah.
Definitely streaming. So
no, it's incredible how much of a difference, how much the game has come on from, its first videos.
Yeah.
And it was very evident in that video.
Guys, as you can see, I still have a horrible vaping problem. It is what it is. Let me know.
It's a defining part of you. At this point, it's part of your personality. If anyone's describing you, the vape is kind of just part of it.
The vape, the hat, and...
The hat's class.
Yeah. Okay, I have better internet now. Hello, everyone. Hello, Skip Yellow.
Hey, Skip.
Everyone remembers Spy Tile's Earth2 Millionaire? Of course. Oliver made the most legendary Earth2 music. It's not even close. And you wrote the British guy rap too.
Oh my god! Hey, that's a secret. No one knows that. It was definitely not clear.
I mean, look, these secrets come out one day, guys. Jay-Z wrote "Still Dre" for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, and it took 25 years for that to come out. Oliver wrote the Dork Slayer rap. It is what it is.
It's just 5 minutes.
What's happening with Essence Nameless? Well, we can talk about that. I've got my my YouTube up. I want to check out this Earth2 pre-alpha video in full. I gave it a very quick watch. Like I said, I didn't spend too much time overthinking it, looking over it as much. So none of it will be eye-popping, jaw-dropping for me because I have already kind of seen it. I went through that, and I absolutely want to talk about it. Whoa! What up, Paul?
See the back half as well, because I know that you said that you saw the first half, but I'm interested to see what you think of the second half, because they go into the more blooper reel side of things, and it looks like Shane and his friends are kind of just enjoying themselves. And that's exactly what I feel like we were missing from all of the other videos.
Yeah.
Just them enjoying themselves and having a bit of gameplay that isn't trying to show off.
I like that. I agree. I think what might have been missing for some people was like, what, but where's the fun, right? Like, what's the fun in it? If it's like a game and it's supposed to be an experience, where's the fun? And I think you're spot on, Oliver, to incorporate that fun into that pre-alpha footage. Yeah. So let me go ahead and pause the pretzel rocks here and jump on in. Looks like you haven't seen the relaxing footage. I have not seen the relaxing footage. I haven't. So, and I'll tell you this, guys. I got up and I walked out of the living room because I went to go tell my wife that I was streaming, and all that entails. Okay. Everything here that shows that it's been viewed, it was all autoplay. I didn't see any of these skin videos either. I'm guessing this is, yeah, this is the skin Earth 2 ecosystem. Oh, 8 months. Is this their first video in like, well, 8 months, and then it was 6 months. I didn't see that. Wow.
Yeah, so they've been releasing skin videos for some of their newer skins because
Yeah.
the thing is what I read in chat is that all of these newer skins Shane had personal help in developing.
Yeah.
So I think they're all quite close to his heart at the moment, and all of the pre-release skins are very much like he had a very big hand in and he wants to show them off. So a lot of the videos recently have been about the skins.
Absolutely. Guys, Oliver's peaking a bit on my end, so I'm going to turn it down a tiny bit. Hey, Dead Camper. Wolf says, Oliver, I'm going to read a few things out in the chat here. Yeah, seeing them
No problem.
mess around now because they made their in-house multiplayer, which I didn't think they'd be done. So that's sweet. Now they have a lot of testing to do. Exactly. That's one of the things I want to talk about because I've been in games that are this early on, and I'm already seeing things that guys, I know the reputation I'm coming back to, and that's fine. It is what it is. Here we are. I'm gonna just immediately say I think I'm seeing people like take shots at this thing and complain about this thing already, and I think it's very misplaced. It's misguided, and I think it's wrong. Yes, Dad, there's not much gameplay yet. They're working on getting a lot of folks in the server, going to test how many they fit in the system, what the lowest specs will work. DM me later, Nameless. I have a great hack for your future streams if you want to continue after today. Oh, absolutely, Skip Yellow. You don't have to tell me twice to send you a message, for sure. All right, we're going to check out this video. Oliver, you said you have already seen it?
Yes, yeah, I have seen the full video.
Okay. You're not peeking in my headphones, but I'm seeing it in OBS, like the desktop audio is peaking. So I think I got it from my side. We should be fine. We're good.
Perfect. Okay.
All
Well, let's get
right.
watching.
So let's check this out. It's got to be full screen. Got to be full screen. Should we just drop this? Yeah.
Was that a pun because the dude's dropping out the sky?
Yep. Pristine and untouched. Ooh-hoo. Wait, hold on. Okay, we're 1080. That's fine. A playable, ownable Earth, spanning every corner of our world. Today, you are invited. One thing I don't think I give enough Shane enough credit for is like he definitely highlights the right stuff. I do that a lot at work where like if I have a message, I'll take the most key parts of it and I'll mark them in bold, even if it's just like 2 or 3 words. I think Shane's really good at that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, here we go. Footage real time in a seamless. Wait a second. 510 million square kilometers is the size of the world. I can't even conceptualize that.
No, that's me on a jog. That's how long I run.
On a jog, 510 million square kilometers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freak.
I remember, so this is like acres to kilometers, right? I remember at about the height of my profile, I think we had worked it out to be something like around 3,000 acres, maybe plus or minus. But 3,000, it's such a small, it's like nothing. 510 million. It's the whole planet. The whole planet. When soft launch date for pre-alpha? I don't. We don't have that Earth 2 CA, not quite yet. So a lot, yes, smooches. More than a little bit for sure. Definitely more than a small game. Recorded in one afternoon. Okay. So the lighting comes off of your little fire wing dealies. Looks like you can fly the drones.
Jetpacks.
What's that?
Are they like jetpacks? I couldn't tell where the fire was coming from, whether it's from your wrists or your backpack.
They're like wrists, right? So they're like hand jetpacks, like almost reminds me of like Mega Man, like what I would expect Mega Man.
Yes, yeah.
Couple new avatars. So I have a question. For people who have I Dig the Purple, they got the biomes done. Yeah, that's a big deal too. And they show the avatars in the biomes. Has anybody seen new skins in this? I know they've put out skins. I haven't done a great job of keeping up on it. I got like a couple. But are they showing new skins in this footage that they haven't released before?
So from what I can see, the skin on the right, the very right, looks like the Valentine's one. The dude with the hat and the braces. I can't recognize the other ones, but I'm sure people that have been in the game longer would. But it looks like they are showing off a few skins that have been in store.
Not longer, maybe more consistently, Oliver. But we're day one people. We're day one people. We're class one people.
Yeah, we have missed a lot, realistically.
we have. So the cars are back, and so here's one thing I saw somebody mention. I'm going to pause here. As you see, there's no tracks. There's no like wheel marks, tire marks behind the cars. Final Corgi, this is that Earth 2 thing. You probably never had a clue what we were talking about. This is Earth 2. How's it going? Long time no see. I've been busy doing things that aren't streaming, but Earth 2's given us something to stream. And there was a couple people I promised myself if I felt like there was something that was really, really exciting, and this is really exciting, that I'd come back and stream it. So here we are. Oliver, did you notice there are no tire tracks? And if you go back to the Nathaniel video, I think it was, I'm going to call it a Nathaniel video, but perhaps shortly after the time, like Farron and then came on. Do you remember that buggy video? Everybody made videos about it, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I did think, like, is that a biome thing? So is it that the ground here is harder, and for that reason wouldn't produce tire tracks? Or have they removed the idea of tire tracks altogether because it helps the game?
I don't know. What I speculate is that maybe what we saw in that footage was in like a smaller world, obviously not in the full-scale planet. They were trying to show some of the things that they could do, and maybe all of that stuff is just like thrown away at this point, right?
Yeah, true.
So that doesn't bother me.
I suppose I was going to say as well, because they are the buggies as well, so I suppose they're larger wheeled cars. So maybe it's only the larger wheeled cars that would produce such large tracks.
That's actually a good point too. I didn't even think of that. Now here, it's the reason I bring that up is to say for that not to be there doesn't bother me at all, guys. Keep in mind how early we are in it. This is the part that we thought would take years and years and years, and people would say it would take years and years and years, and they're never going to accomplish it. They're never going to. As far as I'm concerned, if this pre-alpha goes live and people get access to it, they've already accomplished more than people said that they would never, ever, ever be able to do. Oliver, would you agree or disagree?
No, I would absolutely agree. And the thing is considering what they're trying to achieve, not having things like the tire tracks doesn't really make much of a difference. Like, you don't see tire tracks in things like the Archer, for example.
Right. And another thing I like is that Shane's already owning that, right? It's right here in the video, and one of the captions I think at some point is, "Hey, look, guys, this is all super early. It needs a lot of polish. It needs a lot of work." Premium brand, the Cactus, welcome. Hey, Mart, welcome back. It's been ages. Final Corgi, what you been doing? Working stuff, work, personal stuff, family stuff. Life has been good. Life's been great. Oliver, what have you been up to since we last streamed?
I've been starting my new job. I'm now working abroad as a singer, which I've absolutely loved. working on new music as always. Whether it ever releases tends to be the real question.
You guys have all heard of Oliver Jones' music, right? Earth 2 implementing volunteer QA testing, Shifty QA, NDA for testers. What do you think about that? So you're saying Earth 2 implementing volunteer QA testing is Shifty QA. That part, I would actually totally disagree. I think Earth 2 is in a very unique position where so much of everything they say and do, let's be honest, guys, let's just call it what it is. Shane can't breathe without somebody questioning every single thing that he says.
A
It's
valid
just it
point.
is what it is. Whether you agree with that because you're sick of people questioning every single thing he says, or whether because you're waiting to question every single thing that he says, it's the truth. So uh, all that's to say, I think it's probably in the best interest of the project to do what they're doing, to be a little transparent, open up the pre-alpha to people. I don't think that's passing QA testing off to the community. I think it's giving the community an opportunity to get access to it. Put a little
Yeah,
meat on the bone, so to speak, and give people an opportunity to get into it. Sort of prove that it's real, so to speak. As I would like to think that we're seeing right here, we're seeing and proving that it's real. It would take a lot of really bad work to fake this, what we're seeing, and then to do that and put out the pre-alpha signups. It seems legit. So far, it seems legit,
yeah.
right?
It seems like it would take more time to make this fake than it would be to make this an actual game.
I wonder about that, but I
Well,
it seems legit to me.
point you're creating gameplay. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
know
yeah.
if he was scamming this whole time and he's releasing gameplay footage,
Right.
why go through all that effort at this point?
True. Now, Ark, I do like the idea of the NDA for testers. It depends on what's in the NDA, of course, but I like the NDA for testers for a couple of reasons. One, if you don't want everything you've got going on to just be out there immediately, obviously you're going to try to protect that with an NDA. Most pre alphas are completely unheard of. Most alphas are completely unheard of. Most betas are completely unheard of. And by the time it gets to a public facing place, the game is pretty close to done, or the experience is pretty close to done. So the fact that they know they're in pre-alpha, they're super, super early, and they want to bring people in, I think an NDA makes perfect sense to me. It does seem legit. Still, I won't hold my breath until I'm personally experiencing the game, and that's fair. Like, Oliver, what do you think about that? For people who say, I'm not going to believe in this until I can see it, touch it, feel it for myself.
Yeah, but I think that's natural. Like anyone would have that feeling. I think that a lot of people have ridden on Earth 2 on the belief that it will become something. And
Yep,
for people that aren't ready to put money in or, fully believe it until they see it is completely fair enough. Like there's going to be two types of people, the ones that believe something before they see it and the ones that don't.
absolutely. All right, let's see a little bit more of this here.
Let's do it.
I like that the vehicles themselves have a little bit of physics, the wheels and all of that. Guys, I don't know if these are custom made assets or if they were bought off a store. I don't know, but I like it. Now, somebody mentioned something. I'm going to quickly pause here because Skip Yellow had made a comment. Boats also don't have networked wake trails, only your own. Oh, so Skip Yellow, what you mean by that is like your trail doesn't necessarily interact with the trail of the wake trail of the boat next to you. Is that what you're saying? Ark, I'd like to apologize for being rude to you in the past. I lost my patience last year and found myself in a similar position. Hopefully, we can play this sometime soon together, settle everything over a virtual beer. Ark, it's hey, look, we're on the perfect part of the video for this. It's all water under the bridge, right? And what I'll say there, Ark, is it would be, I'm going to use one of my favorite words, guys. It would be super disingenuous. It would be dishonest. It would be unlike what I'm trying to accomplish here for me to say, no, Ark, go away, and me be here trying to stream Earth 2, right? So as far as I'm concerned, guys, we've all been through it. It's been a roller coaster none of us expected, and here we are. Oh, it only shows yours. Everyone else doesn't have any. So I didn't notice that, Skip Yellow. So Oliver, did you take notice to that where you only see the trail behind your boat? You don't see the trail behind anybody else's?
I did notice that, but it wasn't like a big thing because I suppose again, I'm linking back to games like VR Chat. You can toggle other people's particles, so like maybe it is easier for the game to run that you don't have those external particles from other people's interactions kind of bugging up your game. Because let's say there's about
Right.
50 boats coming at you, you've already got that, heating up your PC. I imagine those
Yes.
small particles will make an even bigger difference.
So let's see. Let's get a look at it. Yeah, I did. I didn't even notice it, man. That's funny. I don't mind it though. I
It doesn't
wonder.
look too strange.
No, not terrible. I wonder specifically what Amusity thinks about the water physics. Amusity has had like really strong opinions about water physics in like as a rule, like in general, and that was something that he was really looking forward to seeing. It feels like the good old days. Smooches, maybe, maybe, maybe these are the good new days. Write that down.
Yeah, another thing I noticed before with the cars, I know that we've gone past it, but there wasn't like I know that they're the smaller bushes, but there doesn't seem to be any like impact, so the car doesn't slow down or get knocked at all by things like the small shrubbery or anything like that. So I wonder if that's going to be the case with like larger objects or like trees and things like that with for example, the drones,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
if you fly through a tree, you won't impact with the tree, for example.
Now here's something I'm wondering: is you can't get boats yet, right? But you can get drones, and
Hmm.
I'm going to pause here and run this again. I don't think I have this exact drone, guys, but I feel like this is one of the drones. So
What,
the
one of the side droids?
side droids, sorry, side droids. But yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
this
come
is
on,
one of
man.
the side droid. Does this feel like one of the side droid models that we do have, we do see players can create today?
It looks like one. Like I mean, they have a lot of different shapes and sizes, but from what I can see, it looks very similar to the kind of thing that we have seen. So I would
Yeah.
say that that is probably a side droid design. Whether there's a smaller version of it, or whether this is what a side droid is going to look like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they do look exactly like the design.
So Wool is actually confirming. Well, that's exactly yeah. Well, that I was asking, sort of speculating. So Wool is saying nameless. This is a side droid that's already available.
Gotcha.
That's what I thought. I have quite a few of these droids. Nice. I thought I had seen this one before. Skip Yellow. Also, a lot of times there's a light source behind the character for some reason. That's like a thing in a lot of games. That's like a thing. I wonder if I'm going to have a reason for that in a bit, Skip Yellow. So, I love the upside downy, turny dealy, right? Like
Yeah, I think it
that's
looks great.
yeah, it's an immersion thing, right? Like if I can roll and my camera rolls with me, that's huge as far as immersion goes. AAA games don't
Yes.
the camera doesn't roll when you roll.
When I was playing the what was it, Drone, it had very similar physics. So it looks like they've taken some of the physics from the game Drone and placed them within this,
Yeah.
which I think works perfectly because that game was very smooth when it came to drone mechanics.
hmm Now, this is something that I don't like, and it's not that I don't like that Earth 2 did it, it's that I don't like it. The first time I saw what we're about to see is Frasier was showing me Second Life. And this
Right.
this like human that can fly because the game lets you for like this reason or that reason. It's just something that's like
Hmm.
baked into so much of Second Life. It's all over VR chat worlds. Earth 2 has incorporated it. It's smart, like it's good. They should have incorporated it. Not really my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I like to feel like flying is attached to something like those wristbands or bracelets. So when you look at this, Oliver, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
Oh, okay, so I picture it more as this could be what could be considered as creative mode, the same way you would on like Minecraft or anything like that.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
could be a specific mode that allows you to, because I mean, when you're like creating a building, maybe there's, you want to do it creatively, you want to be able to build skyscrapers yourself. You
yeah.
need the ability to fly to do so. So it could be a completely separate mechanic for
True.
maybe a crafting rather than it being necessarily part of the survival aspects of the game.
Well, and I think you're right in terms of like being like maybe configurable or a creative thing is my understanding. I'm not going to try to be a Second Life expert here. Is that it is sort of based on the creator of the world, right? The same thing as VR chat. The creator of the world dictates how movement and mobility work in that world. Um, Now, the
Yeah,
reason I paused here is because it says rest and recover. Um, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
What were your thoughts on this? When you saw this rest and recover piece, I've heard you say like survival. Sounds like that might be the direction they're going. What do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, it's already clear that things like the sidroids have the need for charging and recovering. So it's quite possible that similar mechanics will come for things like, just survival. You need to, rest your character in order to continue using them
Yeah,
the same way
yeah.
you would. Maybe they're trying to go along the route of things like, I think it's called Ark. That's the dinosaur one, isn't it? I think it's called Ark, where
Ark,
you have to like,
Ark
am I
is the
right?
dinosaur one, but really, Oliver, you watch here in a second. Earth 2 is the dinosaur one now. Hmm?
It's the new dinosaur one. Maybe you need to rest or recover because you've had a massive battle with a T-Rex. You never know.
I love this idea of resting and recovering. It reminds me, so Elden Ring, right? They had those sites
Yes.
of grace. Anytime you see like somebody posted up by a fire pit, you know that you can probably rest, recover your health or your stamina, like something like that. Stay safe from monsters, whatever. Pal World has this. At night it gets cold. You have to get near the fire, or you'll freeze and
Yeah.
you'll lose your health and you'll do a dead. So I like this. I'm a little confused, and I think I get it, but we'll have to see what the pre-alpha actually shows us. I'm a little confused on the survival aspect and how it works into the broader game, but like I said, I have some ideas, some theories. I think I get it, and I think I'm going to love it. And I think a lot of people are going to love it. So let's see.
Absolutely. And it's those glowing, the individual glowing there. Is that glow maybe the same like flying mechanics as before, and maybe resting it also recharges those little jetpacks on your hands or whatever we're calling them?
That could be because she looks like she's holding something, right? Like it could
Yeah.
be like a weapon or it could be anything, but she does look like she's holding something. And I like this dude over here with the hat and the glasses. Is this pretty lady laying
Yeah.
down there by the fire? Is that one of the skins?
Yes, so that was one of the Valentine skins by the looks of it. It
Hmm.
looks like it's got the love heart chest, and also the guy with the fancy hat is another one of the Valentine skins. It was the I don't know what they called it. I can't remember the name, but it was the so it looks like they've got the female and male Valentine skins to demonstrate.
So I like that for one really, really, really important reason that I've seen a lot in comments. I've seen talked about a lot is, well, they have these skins. They have these skins. How do you know? When do you own them? What do they do? What about like the rigging of the avatar skins and all these other things? Guys, you can put all that to bed. Now, assuming that this pre-alpha is going to come out and people are going to play it, right? We can put all that to bed because we're seeing the avatars people paid for in the game. I think that's a pretty big deal. Oliver, when you saw the avatars people were paying for in this video, what did you think?
I think it creates quite a nice thing where the people that are testing it can now see the very things that they've purchased. Because obviously, when you're purchasing a skin, you've only got this video and image to go off as to what it's going to look like.
Yeah,
Whereas being able to play and see what your skin's going to look like and react with it,
right.
I think it's going to create a lot more of a physicalness to it, so you can actually know that what you bought is what you're getting.
Yeah. And what is really, really good about this from like a potential revenue perspective is you get this game out to production and you give people a crack at it, and there go the skin sales straight through the roof. People are going to buy all the skins, all of them, just because they're going to want to have them.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
So there's your mentars at night. They spin. Oh, wait. I want to go back. Oliver, you might have been spot on. Because I think that was who got up. No, it's her. Hold on. So she's not holding something. It's her shin guards. So they give her a bit of a
Oh
light
yeah,
source
that's
at
cool.
night.
Yeah, so she was the first skin from my memory. I think she
Hmm.
was the original. I can't remember the name of her character was, but she was the original and first skin ever released.
Hmm.
So it makes sense that she'd have a cool little thing with her.
So let's see. And there's her bracelets.
Am I right in saying that her legs stopped glowing when she used the jetpack?
Let's double check.
I don't know whether it was just because the lights from the jetpack kind of
She turned
blurred it.
around, but it looks right here like they are still glowing.
Ah, gotcha.
Kiang was
See,
the
another
original.
thing.
Oh, sorry.
No. I was just going to say another thing when I was just watching that. Then those particles. Do you think they would be? Oh, it's what Ryan is saying. Possible ether that you can collect while you're flying about.
Perhaps. I was
Yeah.
thinking that. I was also wondering if it's like a game within the game, right? Because we expect there to be
Yeah.
a lot of customization and things like that. Are they collecting ether
Mm.
or are they playing a game within the game? I'm not sure. Wool
Yes.
says Kiang was the original. There was 30,000 max supply, less than 10,000 sold. I got those. Arc, I think it's important to note the evolution of perspective over the video release timeline. First person, no avatar in 2020. Ready Player Me avatars in 2022. And third person, Earth 2 IP avatars with ads in 2024. Cool. So, Arc,
I have a question for you.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go on. You go first. No, it's hard to catch you.
Sorry, you got to just talk over me, as that's the trick. So my thought there is that's what agile project development is, right? You have to continue. When people say like, "Oh, you're moving the goalpost," you're moving the goalpost. The goalposts are never cemented into the ground in an agile project world, right? So to see this keep fluctuating and see this keep moving, I'm personally a-okay with it. That's just me. I'm a-okay with it because it means that they're look at it here. We've got the pre-alpha, and it looks awfully real. We'll see when people play it,
Yeah.
but it seems awfully real to me. So I'm okay with those
Right.
types
So
of changes. Yeah, Oliver, go ahead.
my question to you is, what do you think about being able to see these mentors on the map physically, and the possibility of them being like hideable, or whether you want them on the map? Like, what are your thoughts?
It to think about it, to talk about it, makes me think like all the way back on when people were buying land originally. There wasn't a lot of clarity on how all this was going to work, what it was going to do. So you're going to have these things, people like I know I have a little jewel farm, we would call them, of like 1,000 single tiles. That's probably going to look a little wonky. If we can turn them
Yes.
on or off at some point, that'll be great. For them to show up on even like, you know, 6 tile plot, 20 tile plot, 50 tile plot, fine. Because I'm thinking where, you know, you get like your big 750, you're not even going to notice that Mentor. Think of it like here's a really good example, Oliver, is Pal World. What if you had to have a PAL box next to every single structure in your base? Well, you wouldn't like that very much, right? But
Yeah.
now you know how the game works, and the PAL box comes with a big circle that can fit a decent amount of stuff inside of it. If the
Yeah.
mentors are static and you can't turn them off, you can't change them, I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but I do think it tells
Yes.
us that, or rather, not tells us, it lends something to the idea that how people purchase land is going to drastically change, right? Because they're going to want to do stuff with their land. They're not just going to want to have 100 mentors poking out of the ground.
Yes.
You know, a couple things in the
That makes sense.
chat. I think these blue particle collection areas are only available on maps with a restricted darker border, like later on in the video. Okay, I haven't. This is about to like as far as I've seen, I think. So purchased properties and particles appear if ether isn't claimed, like rating just in person, as CDs will be used for rating OUs. Yeah, I think that's how Shane had described it like a while ago. Yeah, that sounds about right, Ryan.
Yeah.
Flies off. Have we seen this Valentine with a sweater on yet? Or is that the same skin?
I think that's the same skin by the looks of it. I think that's it from the back.
This is oh, ether particles 0.27, speed 100%. So here at the dark borders, I think you can't go past them. So Ark, you might not be able to go past them. My initial thought when I saw these dark, Oliver, what did you think when you saw these white lines and these dark borders? What were you thinking?
Well, I'm just thinking. Well, from my perspective, lands that you don't necessarily have access to building. So it looks like maybe if you were to click your property, maybe let's say click join, you join into your tiles and you can only stay within the borders of the tiles that you've purchased. And that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I like that. And I do think it has to do with tiles that have been purchased and tiles that you own. I'm not certain, but there's two things like right here I want to say. So, Ark, when you say I don't think you can go past them, I think that you probably can, and maybe there's some nuance to that. And there's two things I want to point out. There's a mentor in the darkness here, and there's a mentor in the darkness here. So what could that mean? Has that person turned off the ability for other people to come to their land? Is this lit up land that this person owns? Is it a difference of what land they've like enabled in the game versus what they haven't? I have
True.
way more questions than answers, but all of it looks promising because if we see a mentor, my initial thought, and I think the only purpose we know of in Earth 2 is that somebody owns that land, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think when collecting these blue things, you might be restricted to the property you're raiding. Ooh, Ark, I like that. That's a really good
That's
point.
a really good point.
Yeah. So we've got windmills. Now here's something that was interesting. I'm going to pause here for a second. That's a lot of windmills.
Mm.
Do you need I'm thinking of Pal World because guys, I've put over 400 hours into Pal World here. Okay, I put a lot. Will you need 6 windmills to power the sort of settlement town like area that we're looking at in the background, or are those purely cosmetic? There also looks to be some sort of like radio or communications tower there. Do you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
So what do you need that for? Is it what's going to be really interesting to find out is what is here that is necessary and what is here that is purely cosmetic, purely creative, purely about creating an experience for people to enjoy in like an artistic sort of way.
Yes, yeah, and I think that it could also be maybe a communications tower for you to talk to other people's properties. It could be like that kind of thing where you can
I
chat
like
with
that.
people on other worlds in the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
way you wouldn't be able to in just normal chat. I don't know.
Hey, maybe that's your EPL. Maybe that's your Earth 2 property locator, you know? Maybe
Oh,
that's
that's
how
not,
you
but yeah, not
teleport to and
bad.
from. Who knows?
Good point.
So let's see. They're swimming.
Yeah, I like the physics of
Whoa,
the
whoa,
like
whoa, whoa, whoa,
the
whoa, whoa!
jump. Whoa, what?
That's a dinosaur, man. That's a dinosaur. Um, so this is something I think is really interesting. E2 Rex, let smooches. There it is. I haven't heard that term before, and I think that's the obvious good name for this thing. That's the E2 Rex right there. Oliver, thoughts on the dinosaur? Good, bad, indifferent?
I See, I think I'm indifferent just because, any game, if the route that they're going down is that it's set in a more prehistoric age, then I'm all for the dinosaur. Realistically, just keep them away from me, otherwise I'm going to end up unalived. But
Keep them away from me.
if that's the game we're playing, then bring on the Raptors.
Yeah, I've got mixed feelings about it. If it's again, if it's meant to be prehistoric, okay, then that's fine. If that's what the game's going to be, that's I'm okay with that. I'm interested. Then we're going back maybe like millions and millions of years, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see. We know that the world is supposed to be like clean, pristine, all that's supposed to be gone. So I don't know. Ryan, whatever that was, did you say star, 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 or did chatbot? I don't know. I don't see a chatbot alert. It looks like maybe star, star, star. But anyway, yeah, I'm still thinking about the dinosaur aspect. Is it exciting? Is it not exciting? Here's what I know. It looks dangerous. We're being told here in this video to keep our digital self alive. We've seen guns, and I'm all about shooting dinosaurs in video games. Like that. That's great.
Oh well.
Power World, it just enemy NPCs I love that. Right?
Yeah,
PvP is
sure.
great. Sorry.
Oh no, I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. PvP is great, but there's a balance between like the pressure of PvP and like a casual, chill sort of gameplay experience. And
Absolutely.
you need enemy NPCs to create that casual gameplay experience, no matter how you slice it. You have to have NPCs, enemy NPCs.
But then my question would be: are they only going to be using prehistoric animals, or will we see things like sheep and cows? Because realistically, if you're going to be having things like food be a thing, if you're using prehistoric animals, then it's going to be a very different dynamic, and people may not necessarily know what's edible or not.
Well, mm, good point, actually, because I guess not that Earth Two is like copying Ark here or anything, but have you played Ark? What does a food source look like in Ark? Do you have to eat and kill
Can't fully
dinosaurs?
remember. I feel like berries and things were a big thing.
Okay,
Maybe you could put dinosaur meat. I don't know, but I suppose if you're wanting your game to be a representation of Earth,
yeah,
having no animals from today might end up being, I don't know, might end up being a detriment.
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure some people are just going to go, dinosaurs, no thanks. I don't know. We'll see. I'm good with it. Give me enemy NPCs to kill, and I'm there.
Yeah.
Spectacle, I believe in Mars 4. Hey, man, believe in what you believe. I'm good with it. Okay, here we go. All right, you know Shane wrote this for sure. Shane wrote this. Read below. Over the past 3 years, our dedicated team have poured countless hours into developing the foundations of this pristine, seamless, one-to-one scale digital representation of Earth, painstakingly capturing every piece of geolocational data we could source and mapping, modeling, projecting, and transcoding that data into 3D visualization on an Earth-sized scale. Given the sheer scale of creating a 510 million kilometer Earth, or an OJM jog as we now know,
Of
that is
course.
that is not only topographically accurate and performant, but also looks visually acceptable, is monumental task in itself, which is understandably why most of our development was focused on this foundation over the past 3 years. While still not complete, we have excitingly reached a stage where we can start testing various game mechanics. Recently, we also reached another major milestone with the early introduction of multiplayer support for E2v1 and started testing the integration of some work in progress game mechanics with the goal of building on and improving the player experience after the pre-alpha is released. The footage and mechanics you have seen today are still in very early stage development and missing a lot of polish and shine. Given the size of this world and the requirement for constant optimization, it very much makes everything related to development a step by step work in progress. But we feel confident we can and will continue to improve the various systems. Just check out our footage on YouTube and you'll see how far we've already come over the last 3 years. I haven't watched that one yet. Maybe I should check it out. Despite being at an early stage of development, we are eager to embark on this journey with our community and offer exclusive pre-alpha access to Earth 2 version 1 in 2024. If you're passionate about helping to test E2v1 pre-alpha, we invite you to join our testing phase. Simply visit our website or follow the link in the video description. Fill out the form to express your interest. Although we expect to encounter numerous bugs during development, we'd really love to place an early version of Earth 2 version 1 in the hands of our supporters and embark on this evolutionary journey together. Our dedication and perseverance over the past 3 years serve as a testament to our deep-seated passion and commitment to bringing this extraordinary world of Earth 2 to life. Are we halfway through the video? That's okay. Excuse me. Shane can't afford to hire an entire QA team. Didn't the project pull in millions of dollars? Let me bring the chat back really quickly.
Yeah.
This is from Spectacle. Like I always hear Earth 2 brag how many millions of players and millions of dollars the project is worth. So, Spectacle, QA teams are not as common as you might think in the tech startup world, in like small indie companies. So, you can say that they brag or that the community brags, but realistically, small game dev studios and small like tech startups. There's a lot of companies in this space. I mean, I personally have worked with and visited like plenty of them personally. They're not nearly as common as you think. In fact, in the last couple of years, as a cost saving measure, because the at least in the U.S. anyway, I'm not quite sure where you're from, Spectacle. The economy has sort of been a bit of a roller coaster. QA teams are one of the things people are getting rid of. So they'll take their QA people and they'll put them back on the engineering team and say, well, then build good code. That's not a best practice we've followed the last 10, 15 years, but that's something that we're starting to see. So I don't know that I would get too hung up on whether they have a whole QA team. I think it's far more important if they're trying to get this into the hands of the users and the consumers. And it's sort of consistent with Shane's philosophy, right? Like this is what Shane has always said he wanted to do, be very player focused. So if that's players finding bugs, players finding issues rather than a QA team, I think he's okay with that. I think the Earth 2 community is probably okay with that. I'm okay with it. Oliver, what are your thoughts on, would you rather see the pre-alpha first and the community doing some of the testing, reporting bugs, or would you rather see like a QA team more professionally do that?
I don't think I think I'd rather see gamers, because the thing is when you've had people waiting so long for a game, you've almost built up a connection and a friendship. Like a lot of Earth 2, it's very community based. Like everyone seems to know everyone in the community. So seeing some of your favorite people that you've been chatting to for the last 3 years test a game that you know you're going to be having soon feels a lot more. I don't know. It feels a lot warmer and a lot nicer of a feeling than maybe seeing a professional team break apart something when
Yeah,
people are always going to say, oh, maybe they bought into that team, maybe that team's fake, maybe they're
right.
saying all of these things to promote. Whereas you're not going to expect, or you're not going to imagine that the people that you spent 3 years chatting to
Yeah,
are going to go, right, I've been paid off to say things about us too.
yeah.
So it makes a very big difference.
Another thing as well is keep in mind as yeah, Earth 2 made like tens of millions of dollars at least. We're pretty sure that happened. Uh, what we don't know is how much of that money is left, number one. And bye, Skip Yellow. How much of that money is left, number one. Number two, is that like in a good state or a not so good state, right? Do they still have like 80% of that money left? We don't know. Are they down to 10% of that money? We don't know. We do know
No.
that every employee you hire is more OpEx, it's more cost, it's more expensive, right? So it's a really tough balance. I'm not an expert on where that balance is, but I've seen
Mm-hmm.
small companies and big companies of every size you can think of try it all different ways. And, everybody's got to figure it out for themselves. Now, if they put the pre-alpha in the hands of the players and it's completely unplayable and then 5 years goes by and we never see it again, then yeah, like a QA team probably would have been a good idea, right? But
Yeah.
from what we're seeing, it looks like people can log in and play and any other bugs we find along the way. Oh, this is where I wanted to talk about Pal World again. Oliver, how many issues have we experienced with Pal World?
Oh, plenty. I mean, the amount of glitches I found that allow me to catch bosses I shouldn't be getting is unimaginable.
Whole patches coming out, record breaking game that was built on, multi-million dollar budget, not a minuscule budget by any stretch of the imagination, by an unbelievably small team. Nothing quite the
Yeah.
scale of Earth 2. So instead of dedicating time to building a whole Earth, they're dedicating their time to other things. It's just to say that a game can still be amazing, it can still be incredible, it can still smash records and be riddled with bugs and problems and issues.
Yeah.
So, okay. Roshan, hello, hello. For
I
those
was
not
also
in,
going to say
yeah,
quickly, because you were saying along the basis of money and the idea that maybe hiring a team to do the QA is going to be more. I think what Earth 2 is doing is very clever when it comes to the way that they spend their money. Like in terms of promotion, for example, adding this, you've heard of the yellow, what's it called? The yellow power, is it?
yellow
Because they have
energy.
yellow energy, that was
Yellow
it.
energy.
Like that's genius. Like the idea that people, content creators, have a reason to create content
Yeah.
and then receive something in return.
Hmm.
It's perfect. It allows Earth 2 to get marketing, and it allows the players to get something back for creating something that maybe took them a lot of time.
Yeah. I haven't seen this channel live for a while. Earth2 be brewing stuff. Yeah, hey, that's exactly right. And yeah, Oliver, I agree. The yellow energy, I don't know if like I'm gonna put any of the stuff I've made up for it or any of our stuff up
No.
for it. Hey, you made songs that are like Earth2 history, right?
Mhm.
So you should definitely consider it. I don't
Yeah.
know. The thing is, guys, for as long as I've been gone and how little land I have left in the grand scheme of things, I got tons of essence. So I don't know that like I need to be like working for like the yellow energy, but we'll see how it goes. You know, if it ends up like a hey 2 click thing and we're streaming again and we throw it out there,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. You know, it'd be nice to get a
I
nice
would
little
say
reward for the content. I agree with you.
the thing is as well is that the yellow energy, from what I can read,
Yeah.
is that it will allow for discounting on things like tile upgrades. Like when you're wanting to get a tile two property, sorry, a tier two property up to tier one,
Right.
the yellow energy will allow you to discount that. So maybe that doesn't work in the same way Essence does,
Yeah.
and whether you're spending Essence to upgrade it. But I just think that makes a lot of sense. That you would collect it for the sole basis that maybe you want to upgrade something from tier two to tier one or tier three to tier two.
Definitely. Now this says fishing, and I think I'd seen screenshots of fishing. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Josh Strife Hayes has really strong opinions about what makes a game an MMO, and one of the absolute musts for him is that it must have a fishing minigame. So I actually kind of agree with it. Like fishing, it's just like a thing, man. Like I want to be able to walk. I want to be able to get a fishing rod, and I want to go to that river, and I want to fish because I feel like it, not because I need to, because I feel like it.
Well, see, my brain is like, we've seen dinosaurs. The last thing I want to do is get on a boat, go fishing, and catch a megalodon that then eats me. So I'm like, what fish are going to be in this prehistoric world?
The megalodon's gonna catch you. We're only 3 years into development of Earth 2, with the majority of that time spent building tech stream, geographically accurate scale planet that looks decent. We're a very small team, as many as you know. Even large teams take anywhere between 5-10 years to release less ambitious games or projects. That's true. Transitioning into game mechanics and multiplayer support opens a new set of issues, but we are up for the task. The footage shown today is still super early, uses our own 100% in-house developed multiplayer system with devs joining the live session from Poland, Austria, Spain, Romania, Italy, America, and Australia. We've also, okay, so we know who's in Italy. I think
Yep.
Farron is from Spain. We've one of the devs has I think Poland on like his LinkedIn or something. I've seen that. Austria seems new. Romania seems new. We know Shane's in Australia. Yeah, Frami's in Italy, 100%. Farron, I believe, is in Spain. I don't know who they have in America. That would be interesting. Hosterjack, Romania. Oh, is Hosterjack working with the team now? Nice, nice. Hosterjack's good people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So working with partners to expand and improve our multiplayer scale and experience. Given our short 3-year development timeframe and the fact that the bulk of our 3D development efforts have been dedicated to meticulously crafting an accurate foundation for a 510 square guys, new drinking game. Every time Shane says 510,072,000 square kilometers, we take a shot. Not today
Do we have to
because we're
take that
streaming.
many shots, or does it have to be one shot?
One shot. So
Ah,
from now on, anytime Shane says it, we take a shot. It's only natural there to be some bugs and room to improve, especially in the multiplayer aspect. Therefore, in the spirit of full transparency and possibly a chuckle or two, here are a few behind-the-scenes bloopers we captured during our afternoon of recording. This is a warning on what to expect, so anyone accessing the pre-alpha be prepared. Oh, I can barely hear. Let me turn this up.
I'm swimming across the land.
It's super nice.
Oh, that's
It's
Frog.
okay.
on
I
both.
have really powerful elbows.
It's the swimming in the air for me.
Yeah.
Eh,
Oh, this is the essence collecting thing.
So
You
hang
can
on, can you go back a bit
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it looks like the drone. I don't know if it was just the angle, but the drone looked like it flew into the car for a second there. So maybe the way that the two interact may allow for things like collisions to happen without there being a, necessarily the drone crashes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Smooches. Shoot, I was playing drink anytime you vape. I got you. All right. Let's take a look at that again. Did the
Okay,
side droid
I have really
indeed
powerful
fly
elbows.
into the car? No.
It looked like it did.
It
Did
looked
it not?
in front of it, yeah.
Hey.
Now, how
Oh,
about
okay. It looked like it collided. I was like, oh.
now? How about this? It definitely changed in an instant. Did you see that?
I did not.
So he
Although I noticed that there is a lot of color changing in real time. Like
Yeah.
it seems like you can just customize your car and droids like whenever you want.
Yeah, the two. I didn't notice it with the cars. I must have missed it, but I did notice the two things were skins and side droids. They're just like changing in an instant. You just click and then changed, and then it's done. So that'll be interesting
Yeah.
to see. Do different side droids have different abilities? Is it purely cosmetic? We'll see. But the skins obviously we should assume are purely cosmetic.
Absolutely.
I have really powerful elbows.
Right there, you saw it change.
So that car is so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Hey.
As you pick up ether, does your
So
speed
keep
go up
swinging,
too?
swinging.
I did think that it looked like a speed boost.
Yeah. As you pick up the ether particles, you
Thanks for
start
waiting,
moving
guys.
faster.
So fair of you guys.
There was rules
Yeah.
to this game?
This goes to say, doesn't it?
Are
Are
you
they
Shane?
ether particles or are they maybe experience points?
Guys, did you guys hear that voice? I want everybody to listen closely to the voice that says, "Are there rules to this thing?" And tell me if that voice sounds familiar.
There's rules to this game? What?
Did anybody catch that? One more time.
I couldn't tell who that was.
I think I know who it is. One more time.
Guys, so fair of you guys.
There was rules to this game? What?
Are you Shane?
No, that's not who I thought.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Who did you think that was?
Thought it was an old friend of ours.
I
But
thought
it's
it was
not.
Immunity for a second.
No, I would recognize that voice.
Who,
No, it was not.
who do you
Immunity.
think it is?
I thought it was an old friend of ours, but it wasn't.
Chris?
Say hello.
I already guessed that's you.
I don't know anyone else. I don't
Oh,
know.
so much E for that.
Yeah. No! Oh, I'm getting trolled.
So it's interesting that they don't have any buildings on these cars. So I suppose they're showing what it would
Where
look
you
like
are?
if
Are
it didn't.
pasta.
I think this is the rating thing, though. I think that idea is right.
No.
Just like one.
What do the
You
ether
guys
particles
on the
have to do with
mountaintop
speed?
still, or what?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's a new avatar.
Just put the guy
Yes, I've
who
not
is-
seen that one. The grey one is definitely not.
Oh, yeah.
I like the like meme edit animation. It gives me like Thanos gaming vibes.
You know Ferrami did those.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Do you see this structure that's coming out off of the cliff?
Yes.
That is very similarly themed. I'm going to go back for just one quick second, really, really quickly. Very similarly themed to the structure we saw at the campfire.
Oh. So like maybe it's the buildable platform that allows things to place on top of it.
Look, aren't those the same?
Certainly. Oh yes.
It's the same, right?
They look the same. Yeah, they do look. The only difference is it looks like there's like streaked wooden lines between them. Is that the case in the other one? Almost like
Yeah.
it's
I-
creating a netting.
Yeah. We're seeing it from a different angle, but I think that's all built. So that tells me that
Yes.
the fireplace is probably built. These little like lean-to sort of shelters are built, and
Yeah.
see if we can get back to about here. Yeah, it's made out of like the same pine looking thing,
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
right? Definitely looks like And then even here, yeah, those are definitely the same thing.
Oh
So
yeah, that's the same. Yeah, that's the same thing.
I would say building is like pretty much confirmed. Like running up a mountain and building a little overlook. That I'd call that confirmed.
It looks like the physics aren't necessarily going to be, because I mean,
Follow you.
it would be a thing
Why I
of
have a
like,
plane?
it's not going to be like this is going to flop if it has too much weight on it, or things like that. Like,
Yeah.
the structural integrity of it isn't going to break depending on weight. I don't think it's going to be that kind of game.
Oh, I don't think I would want that. I think I would.
No.
I would break all of my structures.
Yep.
Like, guys,
Wait.
The plane. Oh,
come join me on the bridge. Ah!
the plane. Just move or do something. Don't
Yeah.
stay there. You are in my camera. Control.
Guys, hashtag planes for Randy. You guys remember that? The skin behind her? Wait, what's the skin behind her? Oh, the gray dude?
Jacob, you are screwing.
Jacob.
character doesn't walk.
Yeah. Now go to the. No,
Yeah.
don't
So this,
see.
I didn't understand the I don't even know how to say it. What Ryan said. Archeo. I don't want to say it wrong and make myself look silly. But apparently it's one of the like more impressive skins, and everyone's like talking about it. I don't really, I haven't looked into what it all really means, but apparently that one has a lot more backstory to it than all of the other skins.
Huh. Which one is the gray one?
I don't know if it is the grey one.
Back to the scene
think-
with the statue. I'm probably not gonna go back. I wanna. We've been live for actually a long time here.
Many times.
But I think I'll go back and at some point I'll take a look. But I stopped
Black
here
one.
instantly. Oh, the black one. Oh, this so it's right here. Like we can see its feet right now. With a car's brake, wasn't there a video of the buggies braking? Yeah, there was smooches, but I think we can throw away everything we saw in that buggy video. Maybe that stuff will come in the future, but
Yes.
yeah, I would be careful. So the reason I paused here is I hadn't seen anything quite like this, like knight in armor sort of skin, and it looks really out of place. Exactly the type of out of place we want to see in this, metaverse-like experience, right? Like I want to see stuff that's totally out of place because that guy just decided to have that skin on today.
Yeah, and it looks like there's different heights as well. Like you can see that the character next to the knight is like half the size of the
He's
other dude.
exhausted.
So it's
to
nice
get-
to know that the skins aren't based on just like this all being the same height sort of thing.
Yeah. I tried to
Yeah,
get a
this
good
is a
pause
nice
on
view
that,
coming back
like
to
all
the-
black
through
looking
the
skin. I
mental
couldn't
because
quite
you
get
feel
one.
better.
Sorry, can you go back
Oh,
just
wait.
a second?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Yeah, the boat's changing. But I was just going to say, like, did the skin there just before the boat scene?
Yeah.
Did she like slide? Like it looked like just before the. If you keep an eye on her, she like
He's
slides
exhausted.
without moving almost. It was
Yeah,
weird.
this is a nice
Hang on.
view.
Look.
He's exhausted.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It looks so. I think that is like a character control enhancement needed, and the reason I say that is because
Yeah.
she turns too. Like you're able to
yeah,
lay
I think she
down
goes
and
to
keep
get up.
moving.
Yeah, I think she was in the middle of doing the getting up animation, but it just looked odd that they cut out there. So it kind of just looked like she slid along the road.
Yeah,
Exhausted.
definitely.
yeah, this is a nice view coming.
So what
back
was weird here
through the
is
mentos because you can
the
feel
boat.
better.
So you're saying, yeah, you're right. It's changing colors. I actually thought the boat was like blinking. Actually, like is the boat losing health or something? But I think you're right. I think it is
that's
changing
possible.
colors.
Yeah, I think that it might be that you can toggle it so that it's constantly changing colors. So like maybe it's like a rainbow version.
Look at that
They're
ankle.
sitting on her head.
Oh, that looks-
There's that voice again. Who is that?
look at that ankle.
We've not seen that
looks
girl
so
skin before.
comfortable.
Thomas was
The redhead. I don't think I've seen that one either.
Or the curly head on one. I haven't seen that one.
Where the hell are you?
Well,
I just love the looks of those houses.
I'll tell you. Yeah, the houses look pretty good. Not quite like what we saw in like the super massive, city
No.
type thing. But if this is, we're in that pre-alpha. If this is what the buildings are going to look like that we can build, it already looks like just judging off of this, it looks like there's more textures, more wall types, more window options, more all of those things than we have in, I'm going to use Pal World as an example again. Pal World has like 3 wall types for each of the 3 wall categories you can build. And then that's it,
Yes.
right? What we're looking
Yeah.
at here, there's different buildings types, there's different everything. There was something I didn't see that I kind of expected to, was like all of these various ecosim buildings that were built, like that they showed in the dev vlogs from before. You know what I'm talking about? Like probably over a year ago at this point.
Yes. Yeah. I was expecting to see those the weird dome shaped things. I don't remember what they were meant to be, but you know how they looked. It was like a long stick and it had like a bobble on the top. I don't know what it was. It was like it had like an antenna. But I know it was meant to have a usage. It was just interesting that they didn't show that in this particular video.
No, I don't
You know,
actually. It might have been like in or part of one of those dev vlogs, but no.
Yes, it was. It had its own video. It was. Yeah, it was trying to demonstrate the color changing aspect. I just can't remember what the actual. Oh, hang on. It was the second dev vlog. It was the ecosystem tech, but it was in number 2.
Yeah.
But it was just. Yeah, very interesting.
I would have liked to have seen some of those, but at this stage of the game, I think what we can take from this video is they're not in the game yet. They're still being designed
No.
and refined and kind of worked out. How exactly do we want that to go? But I'll tell you this, guys. I'm impressed enough and I enjoyed this video enough that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to claim my ether. Hmm? I'm claiming my ether, people.
What should be 2?
Yeah, I haven't been claiming it. I haven't been. I've just raid away, people. Well, the raids are over now. I'm back.
Look at you with 300 yellow.
300 yellow? Do I?
Just lit, just sitting. You have $300 worth of lit just chilling there.
Oh, yeah. I have $300 in my white balance for something.
Outrageous.
I don't know. Process 2 batches of owned land fields, 3 batches of owned land
I've never
fields.
seen that before.
Yeah,
What is
that seems new. That seems new for sure.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
49 more essence.
49. Let's go. My goodness, your essence count is insane.
Yeah.
Well, he's by 190. Like, I'm winning.
Well, you know, day 1, baby, day 1. Hey, we were rated. Good job, everybody. You guys did great. How many
Oh
jewels?
my god, you were rated like 10 times a day.
Good. Okay, 164. Oh, they show you how many you can claim now. So this is 164 right there.
Looking at your account makes me think that my account isn't very big.
What do you mean, Oliver? Doesn't everybody have 5,600 of all the base jewels?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, dude. You are not in the minority.
I have
all.
2,400 Jamaica jewels just sitting there. 1,800 Sunrise. I never did anything with. Yeah, we got a lot of jewels, man.
And they're like, why do I try with you? And they're like, yeah, I'm going to be so good at this game. And then I look at people like you and I'm like, I'm not going to be good at this game.
Yeah. I have some. Oh, are there skins in the skin store?
Oh, maybe? No. I feel like it would. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
There are no skins to show. So I have. My skins. I got a couple. Oh, I have one of these.
Oh, you got the. Oh, what? Man, how did you get that?
Is this guy a big deal? Is this the one you're
Yeah,
talking
apparently
about?
so. Yeah, he is a big deal. Well, everyone says he's a big deal, so you loser.
I got him in purple, yellow, green, blue, and red.
Oh man, I'm there like, I wish I managed to get one of them. You're there with every color.
Oops.
I got the Valentine skin. Did you get that?
I did not. I got some of the festive stuff, and I got a Kyung. I thought it was Kyung. I got a Kyung
Yeah.
just because it was the first one.
Of course,
You
absolutely.
did a nameless? Yeah, I had no idea. Is this,
Dude fully did a nameless.
what do you mean? Like, what makes him such a big deal? Who cares?
I don't know. So apparently, this character has a whole backstory. I don't know, but everyone's also saying it's their favorite skin, things like that.
Oh,
But I think it might be in a video that like it is a skin, but it also is just like a normal occurring entity.
yeah.
That you can just become a skin of. So maybe it does have its own like you're going to be able to see it the same way you will dinosaurs.
How's land doing? Most
I don't know.
tiles. 8,500. What's the quickest way to search for flexes, guys?
You search by land size. Look on the far right.
Far right. Aha! Yes. 750, baby.
And then you want to filter by land tier and class. I'd
Tier
imagine.
1. No, hold on. Tile value low. 240? That's not bad. You get a 750 for 240. What about tier 2?
Wow, how much would be a class? Yeah, how much would a class 1 be? Because those are class 2s.
These are tier 2. What are the tier 3 flexes going for? 75.
Probably like
So then this tier 2 one's probably a deal, huh? $78?
yeah, but you want to make sure that the shape's okay because it could just be one of those ones that's.
Oh, it's a beautiful square.
Oh, that's a great shape.
Oh, hey.
You're not about to go buy. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Dude's just.
Hey, I'm back, baby. I'm back. Why not?
I can't with you. I'm there like, yeah, I finally got back on 100. I finally bought myself on 100 tile thing. Like, yeah, I'm back in the game. This dude just buys a 750 because he feels like it.
I'm back.
I can't with you.
Let me see here. Tier 1, tile value
Oh,
low.
he's not, oh, for goodness sake, stop it.
Wait. Well, Oliver, we're back. You got.
Whoa, North. I don't even know how to.
You guys want to do a marble race?
Yeah, let's do a marble race.
You guys want to do a marble race?
So I whisper back, yeah.
I mean, this is guidebook gaming, right? Like,
It is. It's true.
this is kind of our thing.
It was a big thing before. It's a big thing now. Let's do it.
This is kind of what we do. Show me your marbles. Whoa. Are we doing a
Whoa.
class 1 giveaway? Class 1, I think it's going to be class 2. Let me see. Let's find out.
You mean?
Let's find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
50 cents a tile?
Cheeky.
Let's take a quick look. Oh, that's water. We're not going to buy no junky water tiles. Hold on. Oh, this looks decent.
Okay. Yeah. It's got a lot of resources by the sounds of it.
Oh, and there's
Weird
people
shape,
here.
not too bad. Yeah, that's quite cool.
Whoa, why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
You like that? Yeah.
Why not?
Do it.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Let me see. I gotta close some things. Play marbles. Iron and gold and coal.
Yeah. Don't forget the coal.
Can't. Continue.
It looks like the gold and iron are also high frequencies.
Race. Standard. A leap to remember. Now hold on a second, guys. Is rather seen.
This is where he forgets how to play marbles.
Never. Never. You hear me? Capture any full screen. No, capture specific window. Marbles. Yeah. Oh. Let's get that like down here.
Right, here he is. Will Oliver come back and steal
Let's
the
do it.
win for the first time in 3 years?
UF don't count? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, Wool.
We'll do better next time.
Yeah, I've recently returned, buddy. You got to give me a break here. All right, guys, if you don't know what to do, exclamation play in the chat. That's how you enter the marble race. Guys, whoever wins the race, you just get free Earth 2 land. If you're new here, that's how we do it. That's how we've always done it. Easy peasy. You just be here and win Earth 2 land because it's fun. That's why we do it. Any questions? Good. Let's go. I see 10 people in the race. Or no, wait. That's counting down. We have 5 people in the race. 10 tiles can hold 2 droids, guys.
See?
Cool.
That's a lot.
All right. And go.
Let's go. I better win.
You better win.
Smooches, I'm going to beat you.
The sound is
I
off.
don't mind winning or not. I just want to beat Smooches.
But the sound is off. It's okay. I'm just going to forget it.
Audio. You're in video.
Who's in
You're
first
in the video
place? All right, let me bring back my music here. Our
Oh
music
no, he's
here.
gotten stuck. I've gotten stuck.
All right, here we go. Who's gotten stuck? I'm not stuck. Smooches.
I'm right at the back.
Just straight rocketing past everybody.
I feel like that was my bad.
Dang! Smooches is just not joking. Just way to come back, Smooches.
Jesus, Smooches, what? Give us a
Please,
chance.
sir, can I have some more tiles? All right, Smooches, I'm coming. Save me a spot.
Where have I gone? I swear, how am I so far back?
Oh, you're back here, all right. You're making sure Wool gets out okay. Good job, Oliver.
I'm just a good friend, right?
I knew you could do it. All right, and Smooches!
Please knock her out.
Wool ball is
Don't
super
let
low.
her win.
Dang, Wool. I left your ball. Everybody left your ball, Wool. Look at you.
Oh, that boulder did you dirty.
Smooches! Oh!
Oh.
Did she fall off? Oh, there we go.
She fell. She fell off. She did it dead.
Nope, she's good. I'm in. Roshan.
Come on.
Oh,
Roshan, no.
Oliver.
Don't you leave me.
Oh, he makes it. Oliver and Roshan. Come on, Wool. We're waiting on you, buddy.
We're just teaching them how to do it, right? The mods and the mods and the guidebook.
Wool's the person who spent the whole time talking and then everybody ordered their food and then the server gets over to him and he goes, I need a minute. There you go. Where's my beating?
My beating? Smooches, isn't it like third place is the best, right?
All right. Oliver, you taking it or are you passing it to Roshan?
Me? No, I didn't win.
Well, Smooches won and obviously I'm not winning and then you came in third.
Oh no, I'm not going to take it from anyone that deserves it. Rosha, you have it.
Roshan, do you remember how to claim your giveaways on this channel? I still have the giveaway tracker, and I don't remember ever seeing your name in it. But it's been a long time.
Roshan, last is the new first, buddy.
Epic Gaming giveaways. I was almost last. Well, you're not, though. Roshan. Yeah, Roshan, you have never... Well, you're not in my tracker anyway. I don't remember. So, it's super easy, Roshan. Discord. That's supposed to work. It don't. Give me 1 second, Roshan. It's been a little bit. Bear with me.
Wait, what?
There you are. There's a link to the Discord. You can also just go to discord.gg/guidebookgaming. That works too. But anyway, Roshan, just join the Discord. Shoot me a message confirming that you are the winner of the giveaway. We used to like make sure that we were being very clear, very specific to like verify, like nobody could steal anybody's giveaway. The audience was very small today. I don't think we're going to have any problems. You have 1 penny in your Earth 2 account. That's the minimum bid that I can accept. So I have to ask you to bid 1 penny for that property I just bought for the $5. And then you'll put in a 1 penny bid. I'll accept that bid. And then you're good to go. That's it. And the property's yours. That's how we do the giveaways here. So join the Discord, shoot me a DM. I'm gonna, what happened to Skip Yellow? People left before stream was over. Well, Skip Yellow had to drive. The stream was super unplanned and impromptu. And I don't know. We were here for the video. So I had a good time, Wool. Thank you guys all for coming. Oliver, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You're an absolute legend. And yeah, that's it. No, I'm not going to do a raid today, actually. I'm just going to call it here is what I think. And then we'll see. Guys, I don't know when the next stream is going to be. I don't quite know that I'd say I'm absolutely back. So Nameless is going back to running. No. No. But that's it, guys. We're out. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been an absolute blast. And I'll catch everybody soon. Peace out.
See you later, guys.